that I can't say enough. Maybe we should hold this piece. Individually wrapped.
Yes, right? Perfectly sliced, perfectly portioned, and perfectly decadent.
And lovely. This is Beatrice Bakery. But first of all, let me introduce you to Stacy Stauffer.
Hi.
Stacy is our guest, and you see her, there she is. Hi. And you're going to love that this is 67% fruit and nuts. I learned in the email this morning, and I'm not sure I knew this as well as I know this product, that cherries are added last so the batter doesn't turn pink.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fun fact.
I didn't know that. The cherries are added last so the batter doesn't turn pink. And they fold in the fruit and nuts so that they don't split.
Yes.
When they're being baked, to my mind.
This is a very, very time-consuming process for our bakers. By the way, Beatrice Bakery is located in Beatrice, Nebraska, right in America's heartland. This started in 1917 with a recipe that two grandsons, found of their grandmothers hidden inside a trunk for her fruit cake. They've been making it ever since, also other delights, but these are what the bakers do. They go through the nuts, they hand select them to make sure there's no shells. They gently mix the batter with all the goodness. And like you said, we've got a ton of fruit and nuts packed into Grandma's fruit cake.
And there are also some spirits in there, aren't they? Now, they bake off. The alcohol bakes off during the baking process, but what are the spirits?
We're the only bakery to use 3 liqueurs in our fruit cake: bourbon, brandy, and rum. It makes a difference. It's the secret why our fruit cake, and by the way, you're getting 2 of these snack size packages, 22 individually wrapped slices in each for a total of 44 slices. This is our secret as to why this is the fruit cake you will love to eat, that David loves to eat, and you don't make a joke about.
I'm telling you, I, for the longest time, thought that no one made fresh fruit cake, that it was just used and regifted. And they built retaining walls out of it, right? This is lovely product. It's very, very moist. That's A. You've got no citron, so there's nothing bitter in here.
No orange peel.
You've got full-size fruit and nuts. You've got 67%.
Look at it, it's jam-packed.
And it's jam-packed, and the cherries are added last so that the batter doesn't turn pink. I can't say that enough because I just learned it.
You take a bite, and what you will notice, it's a velvety mouthfeel. It's soft, it's tender, it's not dried out at all, it's not hard, and you really feel the warmth of those liquors coming through. Don't worry, the alcohol, of course, bakes off. All you're getting is that warmth that hugs you from the inside in every bite.
This is not the fruit cake, I'm dropping it. This is not the fruit cake that you ate at Christmas time as a favor.
No.
Yeah.
No,
and you grinned your way through it, but it really tasted terrible. Because what you were tasting, in all likelihood, was the bitterness of the citron, the orange peel, the lemon, whatever.
All you're going to taste is the sweetness of the fruits. And we have laid out right here, sorry about that, are all the ingredients. So I can show you and walk you through.
Please.
Again, we talked about the 3 liquors, the bourbon, the brandy, and the rum. But then we have both golden and dark California plump raisins. We have walnuts from California. These are our glacéd pineapple, which means candied. Michigan, ripe Michigan glacéd cherries. And then southern pecans, all packed. Again, more nuts and fruits than there is batter to this. It'll keep for 9 months in your pantry. What we're gonna do is we bake them low and slow too to keep it soft and tender. We let them cool. Obviously, we ship them to you ambient. You keep them in your pantry for 9 months, so you can start shopping for your holiday gifts now. Cool, dry place. If you want to, you can pop them in the freezer for a year, but this is something I think perfectly portioned for snacking. Also, a perfect thing to add to a charcuterie board.
Lovely.
This is a great addition next to those cured meats.
Now, we have 2 ship weeks and no auto delivery on this. If you want it delivered the week of November 4th, I have only 1,400 to go around. If you want, we delivered the week of December 9th, 1,800. And you have less than 2 hours because this is a one-time only value price. Only available at this price until the show ends at $3.59 or until it sells out, whichever comes first.
I just heard from Dawn, who's a big fan of In the Kitchen with David, by the way. Always wants me to say hi to you for her. She just wrote to me today when she found out that this was going to be on. She loves them as stocking stuffers, the individual slices. You know and love us for those big cakes that we make, but this is something that you can easily put onto a place setting on a table. You can certainly add as a topping to ice cream if you wanted to, make little parfaits as you're seeing there with whipped cream. I love, again, as just on the buffet, on a little cake stand or cupcake stand like that. Little coffee in the morning. I had one. I always have my eggs in the morning, my scrambled eggs with avocado. But this was the perfect little sweet thing to have with my last sips of warm coffee without overdoing it.
Individually wrapped.
Yeah, yeah.
Individually wrapped. We can't say that enough. It is an unusual thing to find it pre-sliced, pre-wrapped, and pre-portioned for you. Now, we have some out of the wrapper, and that's fine too, but it's important to know that if you want to use this as a stocking stuffer, or if you want to do as my mom does and flick candy across the room, then...
Wait, say that again?
Yeah,
Why, because you're misbehaving?
No.
Oh.
When we get together as a family, we turn on a movie on that cable station, a holiday movie, right?
Sure.
Turn the lights down in the room, and then all of a sudden candy falls from the sky. I'm like, where's this candy coming from? I look over in the corner, and Mom's like this. She's throwing it across the room.
And if it's one of those toffees, that's hard. That's going to knock you and cause a little bump
she only
on your
throws
head.
things that are wrapped, right? And because she knows that
Right.
she's going to have to clean up anything that hits the floor because we don't catch well. And
This is
so
better. Yeah.
this is lovely because it's all wrapped. So candy flicking alert.
And it's soft and tender.
Yeah.
There's nothing hard about that.
And if it hits you in the head, it's not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
This is very, very popular, and we are very busy. Remember,
at that.
67% fruit and nuts. Remember also no citron, and it has bourbon, rum, and brandy in the batter, but all the alcohol bakes off in the process.
All the alcohol bakes
Now,
off.
once these bake, they have to sit for a while, do they not?
Yes, they have to be cool. We bake them really long and low on a low temperature. That's how it stays so soft and tender. Again, it's a real beautiful velvety mouthfeel. I remember trying fruitcake years ago at my Aunt Josie's, and it was like, it tasted like I was eating wood, sawdust. It was very, very dry.
Awful.
Probably because it's one of those fruitcakes that we make jokes about. And you're right, you pawn off onto maybe the mother-in-law that you don't like, or or the aunt that you never see
in-law or
and
the
you
outlaw.
have to go see, right? In-law or outlaw. But this is something that you're truly going to be proud to have. I know so many of you use this as part of your yearly tradition to just serve this because this tastes like your grandma would have made it. It is made with the finest ingredients, only the best of the best, and it ships fresh to you. You don't have to do anything. And I love the fact, again, with the 2 boxes, these could be 2 gifts for somebody who does love grandmas, maybe somebody who is from Nebraska and used to live there or grew up there or moved away from there, and you want to give them a little piece. Again, America's heartland
Beatrice.
in the Midwest. Give them a little piece of Beatrice. This is a wonderful gift, but individually sliced, individually wrapped. Now you can just spread the wealth, take it to a mahjong for card club instead of a big cake where you got to figure out how many slices will I need, how many people are going to
They're
show
already
up to
pre-sliced,
bingo.
and they're pre-wrapped.
Here they
Anything
are.
that you don't open stays nice and fresh.
44 of these, so you're getting 44 servings per order. I think
All
that's
right.
pretty cool.
Now, we are shipping either 11.4 or 12.9, no auto delivery. And over 1,000 of these are gone. Stacey Stauffer, good to have you back, friend.
So great to see you, David.
Nice to see
Bye.
you, friend. All right, let me remind you about another one-time only value. This one from Landy's Candies. 5,000